The countdown is complete, the game is underway, and wow, the stakes could literally not be higher. Welcome to this explainer, everyone. Today we're strapping in to break down an absolute blockbuster of a match from the 2026 World Cup. We're going to take the raw, breathless energy of a massive knockout game and turn it into a structured play-by-play narrative so you can truly understand the anatomy of a thriller. Okay, let's dive into this. That's the game for England. England have won 4-2. When you hear a broadcast sign-off like that, you just know you've witnessed something incredibly special. It's kind of the ultimate spoiler, sure, but establishing this absolute finality right at the start, that's vital. It shows us exactly where this roller coaster ends up before we even strap ourselves into the front seat. But this brings us to the core question of our explainer today. How did an early missed penalty turn into a 6-goal World Cup classic? I mean, a 4-2 scoreline at this elite level of international football, it's super rare. It means tactics were completely tested, defenses were broken wide open, and momentum was just totally unpredictable. So let's unpack this chronological roller coaster right from those chaotic opening minutes. Section 1, the opening penalty drama. Because, let me tell you, this match wasted absolutely zero time getting the blood pumping. So the crucial point is just how bizarre and intense this first attacking sequence really was. Right as the game gets underway, there's a foul against Croatia, and England is awarded a penalty. Harry Kane steps up, hits it, and it's saved. The play is a complete runner, absolute panic ensues in the box, but wait, play is being checked. The tension in that stadium is just palpable, as the referee points right back to the spot. Kane gets a second chance, and this time, he adjusts, goes the other way, and scores. He wins the duel. The broadcast captured the relief and really the sheer force of that retake perfectly, calling it a hammer of a goal. Now, it was definitely a little bit fortunate to get that retake, for sure, but Harry Kane will take that all day. It wasn't just a goal, it was a literal hammer blow that immediately set this hyper-aggressive tone for the rest of the match. Which brings us to Section 2, a trading of blows. If you thought the drama peaked at the penalty spot, well, the middle of this game was an absolute masterclass in momentum swings. Just watch how this builds chronologically. We've got the opening whistle and that early Kane penalty, right? But then the mid-game chaos totally erupts. Musa finds an equalizer, which is then followed by Kane firing right back, leading all the way up to an 85th minute strike from Rashford. You can really feel the absolute back-and-forth nature of this heavyweight fight. Let's look at the frantic buildup that actually put England back in front during that mid-game scramble. The raw source audio describes a super rapid sequence. We have Bettina batting it in, Declan Rice taking it in, and the ball finally being met with what the announcers brilliantly called the authority of King Kane. I love that phrasing. It perfectly encapsulates the physical, driving force of England's attacking unit. Kane putting England in front once again required absolute authority in the box.
But listen, Croatia was absolutely not going to just quietly fade away. The announcers couldn't believe it, shouting, "Again for Perisic, oh, it's a wonderful goal from Musa." This right here is exactly why the World Cup is so captivating. In the blink of an eye, the momentum swings right back. It's a fantastic sequence involving Perisic that leads to a wonderful, undeniable strike from Musa. We're essentially watching two highly skilled teams totally refusing to give an inch, just trading absolute haymakers.
Moving on to Section 3, the goalkeeper's defiance. Because as England really dialed up the pressure, they ran headfirst into a brick wall. And this brilliantly illustrates the ultimate high-stakes duel that defined the late stages of this game. On one side, you have England's relentless barrage, fast breaks, driving corners, and answering them on the other side, the absolute heroics of Croatian goalkeeper Dominik Livaković. He was literally pulling off tremendous double saves, pretty much single-handedly keeping the ball out of the net when attackers were staring down potential hat tricks. He was putting on an absolute clinic out there. The sheer volume of this attack was honestly staggering. Jude Bellingham launches a brilliant break, announcing to everyone that he has truly arrived at this World Cup. Then, boom, Bellingham is in again. Declan Rice goes for goal, beaten away by Livaković. Rice takes another corner, kept out by Livaković again. It was just wave after wave after wave of English pressure crashing against a fiercely stubborn Croatian defense. You could almost feel your own heart rate rising just following this sequence of shots. But eventually, the dam had to break. Section 4, the 85th minute sealer. The 85th minute. In a knockout football match, the 85th minute is where legs are heavy, lungs are burning, and a single mistake or a single moment of brilliance
decides who goes home and who advances. The tension here is absolute. And in that incredibly critical window, Marcus Rashford eyes up the chance. He finds the gap, he takes the shot, and he seals the 4-2 victory for England. That is it. That is the game. This definitive blow is so important because it completely extinguished any lingering hopes of a late Croatian comeback. After surviving that early chaos and the relentless back-and-forth momentum swings, Rashford's strike was really the final punctuation mark on an epic battle.
Which leaves us with this final, burning question. After surviving that early penalty chaos, weathering those fierce Croatian counterattacks, and ultimately securing a massive 4-2 win, is this relentless England squad truly unstoppable? They showed incredible resilience, authority, and just absolute firepower today. You're definitely going to want to keep your eyes on how these momentum swings continue to define the beautiful game. Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and hey, keep that curiosity alive.